Sorry about that, guys. I accidentally hit the start streaming button earlier, and I guess some of you guys all came to the live stream. So I'm wearing my t-shirt today. Just woke up. Gonna work on a little bit of book 5. Go ahead and put us into this mode here. Try to be calm today. I probably won't scream out loud here for you guys. Okay. Okay, let's see. I don't remember where I was. Oh yeah, I might as well work on this noni thing that I was working on earlier. Conoco liked it. She indeed seems to have thought we already taught this, I think. Alright. Noni. Got a whole new setup now. I rearranged my computer. I've got shortcut keys so I can easily cut back to the main cam. Back to this. I can even go to my Skype for when I'm doing live lessons. It's a lot more easy to use. Go back to this. I've added a bigger monitor for monitoring stream stuff, and I've got a third small monitor just to put the controls for the live stream. Before I had to constantly switch between screens. Also, before I had a handicap to where my computer used to be over here underneath this monitor, so I had to have a bunch of long cables coming along this back wall to connect to here, and that was creating issues where I wasn't getting enough power with USB. My keyboard would stop working. I'd have to unplug it and replug it. Now the computer is down here below me, so that's much better. What else? One small problem with that is that I put my foot on top of the computer every now and then. Like I'm in a very tall chair here. It's like a standing desk, but I like to have my feet on top of something, so I have a specific thing underneath this desk. But when I move the computer back here, because the start button on my computer is on top, often that means I hit it with my foot. So I've now got the computer at a weird angle so that I don't accidentally do that. So, that being said, I only have a little bit of time. I have to go to the gym in a couple hours, and I have to take a shower. If you ever see me wearing a hat, it's most likely because I haven't taken a shower yet, for the record. All right, guys, let's get some work done. Remember, every page is a piece of art. All right. So as we discussed in our last video, I felt like we had some lacking grammar here because when do you not add na is tricky, because, and actually this is me highlighting and explaining to Conoco the problem. It's only when it's des directly after a noun and a no adjective. So I've got to figure out a way to kind of demonstrate that and give a rule that makes sense. One way I like to write grammar is before I give sentences. A lot of books will just give sentences right away. I like to show the pattern raw in its raw form. I don't do it all the time, but for a complicated concept or something that's a little bit tricky like this, I'll do that. So we'll go ahead and just see what style we're working with here. Okay, border text at least. Alrighty, let's go ahead and add that one in. Actually, normally, no, I guess that's not the case. I was getting ready to say something that wasn't true. Okay. No, actually, I didn't start 20 minutes ago. For the record, I accidentally hit the start stream button. I wasn't even going to stream this, but because I was checking my settings, I went in and I looked here, and I saw that I had accidentally streamed. So, sorry about that. Billy P. When will I release a new PDF of Korean from Zero? You know, we're actually debating not releasing a new PDF. I know there's mistakes in there. Korean from Zero, Book 1, which I'll show you after I work on this a little bit, is completely reworked. But just as a business model, we're considering maybe not releasing the new book as a PDF. We sell very well, but we'd like to sell more. We're one of the top sellers, but still we'd like to sell more. So maybe we'll keep the old original version up, slightly updated to the most recent version before this one goes out. But I don't think we'll release the new one because it's just so much work went into it. I don't know if I'm willing to give that away again. The original one, it's out there. I can't really get rid of that. Alright, so we got 難しいのに. Even though it's difficult. And also someone pointed out the other day that all those are good it's a good translation. Yeah, that's absolutely right for no ni. So I went ahead and added it here. Just to be safe, we'll add another one. We'll not go full gambit here. Oops, go ahead and type that properly. Oops, I wanted to make that negative. 難しくなかったのに. That'll give them the full gamut. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I can do with adjectives. So this is with adjectives. It's actually e-adjectives, so I'll go ahead and add that particular chunk of information. Oh, interesting. You'll notice that this still has my auto spacing on that Latin text. We're going to go ahead and fix that. All right. Go ahead and do some verbs. Yeah, this is going to be much more bigger. This is actually going to be a much bigger grammar than it was initially. I'm wondering if that's the right verb. The problem with using this verb for me right now is that iku no ni, depending on the context, not only means even though I go, it also means even though I will go, just because of the nature of the u form verb. It's future and ongoing present tense form depending on the context. So if I choose a verb that is almost always thought as one context, it would be better for the student so that I don't have to write slash something. Although maybe it's beneficial. So I guess I could, for example, say oh no, that can only be one. Ikanai no ni. So this would be even though I don't go, and even though I won't go. Ah, that's what I was afraid of. Don't think I need the second one. Maybe just have a slash here. Let me see how that looks. I'm gonna have that. See, I don't. Yeah, the other thing about writing the examples with I, because you need a pronoun in English. And remember that ikuno ni could be, let's go just ita no ni, so it's only one thing, but even though I went could be even though he went, even though she went, even though Tanaka went, depending on who we're talking about. It's even though the subject of the sentence went, right? Went. Joji ga Nihon ni itta no ni. Even though George went to Japan would be proper too. Even though we could be talking about George and then say Nihon ni itta no ni. Even though he went to Japan, it would be automatically he. So I'm just gonna explain. We use I as the pronoun, but the pronoun used like in all, like with all. I always like to remind people a little bit about the rule, because it's very possible they don't remember that rule, or it's their first time looking at grammar. Maybe they bought book 5 first, so if you say something like with all Japanese verbs, the pronoun isn't, when not specific, explicitly. It's explicitly? How do you spell that? When not stated, is assumed by the context of the sentence. In the next example, in the following examples, we use I as the pronoun. However, the pronoun actually, let me state something even more direct. However, this is only because English requires a pronoun. Depending on the context, the pronoun could be he, she, they, etc. when translated into English. I mean, really, the only reason that this text becomes important is if I haven't fully made them understand that Japanese does not require to say kare wa iku no ni, kanojo wa itta no ni. Like, you don't need that. Yeah, I just gotta think about that. Put that down there, I guess. Happy little typos. Ryan, do I have another typo? The stream is not showing Word. To me, it is. Showing it to me. Are you guys not seeing Word? Oh, you know what? You're right. I apologize. I chose the wrong shortcut. I apologize. That is unfortunate. I have 2 screens here, and I can choose which one to show content on. Sorry about that. Good thing I looked over. All right. So you'll see the progress that I made here. So what I wrote is, in the following examples, we use I as the pronoun. However, this is only because English requires a pronoun. Because English always requires a pronoun. Depending on the context, the pronoun could have been he, she, they, etc. when translated in English. I think that's good. It's not about lack of caffeine. I have not had caffeine, that's true, but I am drinking some oita. It's just me realizing that I'd like to be more calm in these things. It's not a live stream where I'm trying to be fun. I like the Bob Ross style. Alright. Okie dokie. Let's go and get this in there. seems to have locked up a little bit. Not sure what's happening. I'm going to hit save here. Oh, has my keyboard stopped working? Nope. Guess Word was just thinking. That happens from time to time. Now I'm going to add this. This is like a foreshadowing. Notice in the following example. I just realized that this is going to be important. Noni is added directly after all tenses of the adjective, of the E adjective. Another important distinction. Ryan, these drinks aren't too expensive. You can get them on Amazon. Let's just go ahead and look. I buy them in packs of 12. Right here, 12 packs for $12. Basically, I mean, $12.90. So let's say it's $1.05. It's very standard. And I mean, of course, it depends on what country you're in. But did I do it again? Why did it go to AOC? Hang on. I'm not sure why it's doing that. Give me a second. I'm gonna have to figure out what my there's something to do with my shortcut for AOC monitor. My AOC is my monitor up here, and my mini monitor is down here. So let me go ahead and just see what I'm doing wrong here. Give me a second. In my settings for OBS, there's obviously some mistake in my... Oh, full screen AOC for some reason is just backspace. So let me change that. That should be what, that shouldn't have any. Actually, full screen AOC doesn't have a shortcut because I don't ever need to go to that. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 2, and then we hit backspace here. Hit backspace up here. All right, we fixed that problem. Sorry about that. Every time I hit backspace. Yeah. Actually, Prog 112 called it out before. Yeah, changing the screen was happening just due to a fault of an older shortcut that I had in OBS. But anyway, as you can see here, you can get this Itoen Oi Ocha, unsweetened by the way, 0 calories, good source of antioxidants and vitamin C. And as you can see, I ordered this just a few days ago. I've ordered it a lot actually, not just one time. But yeah, it's only $1 each, so you can also get it in these bottles, but I'm not a fan of the bottle. All right, back to work on the book, and every time I hit backspace, we're not going to cut out of Word. Okay. Notice in the following examples. Why is that blue? Noni is added directly after all tenses of the E adjective. And I'll go ahead and do a little directly. Yeah. Okay, and then this I need to make a Control T. In the following examples, we use I as the pronoun. However, this is only because English always requires a pronoun. Depending on the context, the pronoun could have been he, she, they, etc. when translated in English. Perfect. I feel like that's just an important thing to say. I don't want people to get hung up on the weirdest, because it's easy to get hung up on something really small. Like I've had that happen. I remember I was doing a Korean class. Okay, it's funny, after I do that, Word gets weird. It's not letting my mouse work. Nothing seems to want to work. My keyboard is being weird. Oops. How did I get to that again? Oh, I got to that because that's what's on my screen. All right, let's see if this works again. Okay. Anyway, I was in Korea, and there's a verb in Korea. What is wrong? This is not working. I'm not sure why. Let me close Word one time. We'll come back into it. Hopefully we'll get some better results. Probably, I'm assuming we will. All right. Back to our shortcut. Yes. All right. Looks like we got some control now. Anyway, in Korean, there's a verb. It's 되다, and it's the equivalent of natta, naru in Japanese, to become. But it also is used to say like ande, which is similar. Like 되다 becomes 돼, ande, andeo. They'll say like, and that means dame, right? Not good. And there's other like 하면 안 돼요. You can't do that thing. So it's, if you do it, it's not good. It's like similar thing. 시짜 dame. So in my mind, 안 돼 meant dame, and 되다 could also mean good. So you had 되다 for to become, and you had 되다 to be not to be good. And I thought they were separate things. One being an adjective, and one being the verb to become. Like I want to become a teacher. 선생님이 되고 싶어, right? That wasn't the case, but I didn't know that. So I remember one day in class, I was asking the teacher, how do you know when 되다 means good and when 되다 means to become? And she had no idea what I was saying. She didn't understand what that meant. It's such a foreign concept for a Korean person. Maybe an American who learned Korean would go, oh, no, that's not what that is. And it was a one-on-one class. And she was frustrated, and I was already frustrated with her because she was giving the answers to, she was testing me for new grammar, but she would give me the answer before I could answer it. And I kept saying, 잠시만요, 시간 주세요. Like, give me time, but she wouldn't give me the time. And she would give it ahead of time, every time. And I was already frustrated by not being able to have enough time to think. And then we got near the end of the class, and there was this sentence that used 되다, and I couldn't tell if it was what they were doing with it, if it was good or if it was become, and I was so confused. And I tried to ask her that question. She didn't understand. And when class ended, because she was frustrated, she just left right away. She was like, bye. Like she walked out. And I was left in this mass state of frustration. So I was very emotional, and I went to a cafe. There was a cafe above, next door to the school. It's gone now, unfortunately. They made it like a Nike shop or a New Balance shop. But it was like a cafe called Tusum in Korea. And I went to the third floor with an iced tea. And I sat down in the corner, and I cried. I was so frustrated. I cried. And that's why it's really important for me when I write these textbooks to make sure that if there's a question that they could have, obviously I can't overthink too much for them, but I also can't underthink, and I can't assume that they understand. Okay? All right. That being said, that's what I want to say. And that's why, I'm explaining why the O. Because I might be like, why is it I? He didn't say watashi ga iku no ni, right? All right. So then we've got our examples. Alright, 今日は暑いのに田中さんはセーターを着ています。Even though it's hot today, Mr. Tanaka is wearing a sweater. フランス語を3年前から勉強してるのに、see now. I'm going to make this suru. Because I want to show another form. This is also super important. Alexa, what's upstairs set to?
The AC is set to 77.
Alexa, set upstairs to 74. Alexa, set upstairs to 74.
The AC is set to 74.
Thank you.
No worries.
I don't like to either. I'm going to change it to eat. I don't like do because we don't say even though I do. We don't really say that. Oops. Okay. I wonder if I feel like I could make basic sentences using the exact same thing. Is it too much? Might be too much. I think they can figure it out if I already give them a variety of sentences. Okay. Okay. I wanted to add, I did this because I wanted to add this. Even though I, oops. Am eating. I feel like they can get that. I mean, it's such a powerful piece of grammar. All right. I don't think I need to say 食べていたのに even though I was eating. Okay. フランス語3年前から勉強してるのに even though I have been studying. That might be a little bit confusing because it's have been studying. We'll let that slide. I think people will figure it out. I still can't speak it. この問題はとっても難しいのにメグさんはすぐできました。すぐできました。I think I need to change this just because it's so long. I'm just going to remove this answer part that is in there because it's ruining the flow of the book. I think people can figure that out. Now what I have to do is do the follow-up to this. Okay. Using noni with nouns and not adjectives. Okay. So for example, this is now not really true because it makes it seem like na can be used every time, but it's not. When using them strictly after nouns. It's when it's in the present / positive tense. Na must come before no ni. That's the key rub right there. And then I'll give examples. Specifically, okay. We'll go ahead and underline the na. So, アメリカ人なのに、週末なのに. I don't know if we know this. I don't know what kanji we know at this point. I have to double check. Even though it's the weekend. These are nouns. What do we say? Even though I'm gay. 私はゲイなのに. That's a good one. Not appropriate for the textbook, but it's a good one. 私はゲイじゃないのに. Even though I'm not gay. Yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these same ones and I'm going to do the janais after them. And then show how the na disappears. So these need to be good examples. アメリカ人なのに週末じゃないのに. Person, time, place. I need one more good for what? Why don't I have a good one here? Realistically, I can only go 15 more minutes. Let me just finish this particular section. I have the gym at 11. I could say, okay, Tokyo na no ni. Maybe we'll do daitoshi na no ni. Get some big grammar in here. Big words here. Daitoshi na no ni. Even though it's a large city. Okay, so example with nouns in present positive form. And then we'll do na adjectives. Shizuka na no ni. Benri na no ni. Kirei na no ni. we'll go ahead and add our furigana, because I'm pretty sure that after book 4 they don't know most of these. Yeah, sur a typo. Furigana is used not just in manga, it's used anywhere where a kanji is not expected to be known by the reader. Now, what we'll do is we'll remove some of these later on, depending on what we've told them they should already know or what they should already know. But for right now, I'm just going to leave them because we're still in this stage of the editing. Our progressive system means we will remove furigana as they learn. But right now, and actually I don't think they know muzakashi either. So I'm going to go ahead and add it. You know, I don't think I need it 3 times in a row. Just the first time should be good enough. Give them a little bit of credit, right? Give it to them once, they should be able to understand it. I mean, it's the same thing with taberu, right? They should, if I give it to them once, they should be able to figure out what's happening. That'll teach them that they have to read in order. Yeah, any Microsoft product pretty much, except for Excel, can add furigana. Actually, no. I take that back. PowerPoint can't do it either. That's all hand created. It does Chinese pinyin also, and you do things with Korean. You can add furigana to anything, really. It's called Asian Phonetic Guide if you want to look it up on the internet. All right. I think for this one, I might just do this instead. okay word. Come on. Shizuka じゃないのに。静かだったのに。綺麗じゃなかったのに。Alright? アメリカ人じゃないのに。Same thing with these. I'll just do the same one. And we'll make it だったのに and じゃなかったのに. Just to really illustrate what's happening. Even though I'm not American, even though I'm going to make this a he instead. Because you can't say even though I wasn't American. I guess that's kind of weird. Even though he wasn't American. Even though... Oh, that's this one. He wasn't American. This is even though he was American. So I need this word with here every time. Even though it's not quiet, even though it was quiet, even though it wasn't quiet. Oh, English sucks. Okay, I like that. Looks like I put these in parentheses like this. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I won't have to keep explaining that. It is like an obvious. Japanese is kirei, not shizuka. What am I missing? Shizuka, not kirei. Oh, I see what you're saying right here. Thanks. Thanks, that horse. That's a good point. Do I need that kanji for ka? Is that required? Is that required? Let's look. Oops, gshow.org. Quiet. Oops, not quite. Yeah, the other one's a name. Shizuka. Alright. Think, is that horse? By the way, I appreciate that. Just don't be a dick about it later on. I'm the one that corrected that mistake. Trust me, people correct my mistakes all the time. You're not the only one. You're not special. everyone corrects my mistakes because I have so many. I am the king of typos. And a big pet peeve of mine is when someone reminds you that they're the one that did something for you. It's so not nice. Well, I'm the one that told you, blah, blah, blah. Like, thanks, I guess. I did. Cool. Do you want like a point? I mean, I said thank you at the time, most likely, right? That's really a correction like that is just like thank you at the time. It's not like a debt owed to life unless you saved my life or like saved me from a huge mistake. But even then, if you had, I would be like, hey man, I just want to remind this. Thank you again for that one time when you. Oh, thank you so much when you. Oh man, when you reminded me that it was Shizuka. Thank you so much. Like I wouldn't do that unless it was really big. I do appreciate it though. All right. Is English wrong too? English looks good to me. Even though it wasn't quiet. What's wrong with English? Where's my English problems? Pretty, convenient, quiet. Benefits of doing live streams. You guys do help me with the typos. I appreciate that. All right. Well, that's good for the Japanese book for right now. I'll squeeze this later. I'm thinking about considering removing this. Yeah, I don't think I need this because it's not. If they come back and just look at that, they'll think that's like always the case, but it's not. See if I can squeeze this in here. Oh, so close. Go ahead and put a 2 in here. And 2 in here. That should get us on par. And it'll feel like a good ending, you know? To get to this point. Why do I want to be like that word? Okay. Just, man, that one time. I'm so grateful. Thank you so much. Yeah, actually, I'm the one that told you. Glad I could help, is what I like to say. Glad I could help. I mean, I guess maybe I do it too. Maybe I do it too. I feel like it's a human nature thing to want to get recognition. So, it's possible that I'm the same way. And that's how a grammar section is born. That looks pretty good. I like that. I'm pretty happy with this. I think people will understand it. Although I don't like this bakari one. I really don't. Because it ruins my narrative. I need to figure out what to do with this one. I need to come back to this later on. God, that bakari, what? Yeah, it's any incomplete. I haven't even explained this concept ever in the books, but toki and bakari, they're like incomplete nouns, I guess. Like they're incomplete. They require something, right? Input. Like itta no ni, itta toki, when I went. Even that would be like itta toki na no ni. That's another place where na comes up. So I might need to. This is a basic rule. Actually, it does work if you an incomplete noun, right? Itta toki Like, 行った時 is a noun. It's when I went. But it's incomplete. The toki part is incomplete. It's like a noun phrase. 行ったばっかり, just went. Is that it? It's not a noun, is it? Let's see, what else we got? We got toki. See, as a student, I would be like, why? Why does it do this? Bakari. Shunkan. Like, any time 行ってすぐなのに these are time frames. Ah. Is it just time frames? 行った日. No, well, he makes sense because that's a noun. I suppose I could just have a little. I suppose what I'll do is I'll take this. I'll move it to like a special section. One of those. I forget what we're calling it in Japanese now. Special information. I don't think it's called that anymore. I think it's called detailed information. Yeah, 詳細情報. Okay, so we'll take this. Where did that go? It's this new lesson up here, yeah. I feel like I didn't go down that far, but I did. We'll do this. Summary. And I'll just write, I have to formulate this in complete nouns. I'm not sure what to call it. Wow, that is long. Is it really that long? Longer than the page. And then I'm going to make this one blue. And yeah. That's good for now. That's just my next homework. No, book 5 is not a different style from the West. It's the new style that we've been using for all the other books. It's the same style as all the books are getting revised into, for the record. Yeah, this is new because the Korean books started doing this, and I really love this, giving them kind of a bonus. It's like a bonus meme from PewDiePie. All right, so I'm gonna end it here on this one, and then you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take a little bit of time. I'll shorten my shower, just so I can get some Korean from Zero work in. Ryan, to your question, will there be a new edition of Book 2 soon, so I know whether to wait to pick it up soon? Not soon. We're working on it, but we haven't even... Not soon. It could be soon, but there's no way it's within the next 4 months. It could be. I never know really where I stand on the book because I just don't know. I can never predict that. And every time I've tried to predict it, I've been a complete liar, so I really don't want to... I'm sorry, I really can't make that prediction. All right. We are here. It's always really awkward for me to switch into Korean mode. Not only is it awkward to switch into Korean mode, but it's awkward that this is level 1, so I don't have all of the grammar available to me. All right, this is basically going to just be a quickie format thing. Yeah, see, this has the 자세한 정보, which is equivalent of saying shosai joho in Japanese. Eating medicine. Now I've got to go add my TOC here. Let's see, details for the deets. You can't see that, but that's my hidden TOC. Sounds like the name of a band. Like a rapper. Yo, 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 it's hidden TOC here. Did I not fix something? I don't think he fixed it. Joseph, what? Didn't fix what? In English, you have soup. It's true. Wow, English sucks. In English, you do not take eaten medicine, you eat it. That's interesting about soup. 약을 먹을 거예요. I'll take some medicine. 언제 약을 먹었어요? When did you take your medicine? Soup is also eaten. I ate soup. Yeah, good point. That we say I had English. Alright, I think that's all I need to do. I actually don't need to do any more for that. That's pretty good. I'm sure there's other things, like soup-related things that are moloseo. You know, they actually do it with, they also do it with alcohol, but I don't know if I want, I think it's good for now. I'll have to debate. You know, I'm going to put a ZZZ in here. Should we add, let me get into Korean mode, not Japanese mode. Sul. Wait, is it sul? Shit. I'm not sure exactly. Can't remember. Endic. I think it's the sul. I don't think it's sul. Come on, Endic. Can't wait for you. Splay. I was wrong. Dang it. Wait. Are we sure? Because did I mean is here? No. Okay. I don't like Google sometimes because sometimes it auto corrects you and then you think you're right. Alright. I have a feeling we're going to add that. The negative part of nanoni. Was there something wrong with that? Negative part of nanoni had a problem apparently. Well, this definitely needs to have its underline. Oh, he am not American. He is not American would be better, huh? That's because I changed my pronoun, and English requires a different be verb. Is that what you guys were talking about? He am not American. Yo, that guy, he am not American. Yeah. Yeah, that's not good. I hope that's okay. All right, that was it. Thanks, guys. Appreciate that. Watching out for my future typos. Okay. Let me go put the bath in. Right back. Alexa, remind me to stop the bath in 4.5 minutes.
Okay, I'll remind you in 4 minutes and 30 seconds.
Thanks.
Anytime.
All right. Other versions of this. La 5-3. Okay, take this out. Put this here is probably where I'm going to end right here. Today's the 17th. This is just so I know where I was last. I really forget. 지난해, 이번해, and 다음해 can be used normally and are nice because they have the same pattern as the weeks and months. However, would be like a really nice word here, right? The following versions are used more often, but unfortunately not as easy to remember. 작년. All right. Why is my word messed up here? This needs to be vocab in lesson, if I remember correctly. Yes, there we go. Now let me ask. That's 14 kulim. All right, it's good vocab in lesson. Note, spaces are not needed for 지난해, 지난달, and 지난주. Why is that important here? Why? That has no bearing here. Really? Why did I write that? That's really weird, man. That's really weird. I hate Korean spacing sometimes. That makes no... I understand why I wrote it now. I don't think we've actually used... Like, that's good information? But I think that should be a teacher note up here instead. It makes no sense having it in that particular grammar when I'm talking about different versions. That's just going to be like, why? Like, even I'm confused, and I wrote it. Let's pull this down here. Oh, it's the Jinan ones. Okay, hang on. Let me see if that's what I wrote. all the jinan ones. Last. Yes, yes, yes. If you guys don't already have an Alexa, you're missing out. She does so many things for me. All the lights in this room are controlled by her. My fan, the monitors, the computer, the air conditioning. It's just all controlled. For example, watch this. Like, Alexa, turn off stars.
Okay.
Turn on stars.
Okay.
She waits after the one command for the next thing. When typing or writing last year, month, or day, there is no space. This is different from this and next. Just a cute note here. I don't know why it does that.
This is a reminder. Stop the bath.
I'll tell you what, time flies.
This is a reminder. Stop the bath.
Yeah, it's true, Joseph. I did spend quite a bit of money getting everything set up to be a smart thing. I really feel like the From Zero books are the kind way to learn, the kind way to teach a language. When typing or writing last year, month, or day, there is not space. There is not space. There is not space. It's true. It's very narrow. There is no space. This is different from this and next, which require spaces. I can am English. Can you am is English? I can am is English. All right. So now I'm gonna go back to that. I just need some example sentences here. I'll make them and then I will go get ready for the gym. George, in the vocab you have next week, next month, and next. I do? Oh my god, that's funny. That is hilarious. Thank you. Next. It's the next. Tsugi no tsugi. Taum. Tadaum. That's what they say in Korean. Tadaum. They'll say like tadaum ju. Oh, that, you know what? Ooh, that would be The week after next. That'd be a cool little that'd be a cool detailed information. I'm gonna go ahead and add that. Now that I said it, now that I thought it, it should oops. We'll add that. The week after next, etc. Oh yeah, why don't I just name it like that where you can see it? I'll have to consider that instead of having that hidden one. 작년에. What is that font look wrong? 작년에 일본에 갔어요. I went to Japan last year. 그리고 내년에 중국에 가요. I need another one, like 독일에 가요. 갈 거예요. While I'm there, why don't I make this not Japan? 연극. And actually, I really need to see if I even taught 연극 in 독일. I feel like I did for a country thing. Oh, are you kidding me? When did we do nationalities? Nationalities. Wait, did I type that? Is it Yongguk? It's Yongguk. I think that's a typo. I think it's, come on, Dick, be up. There you go. It's not Yongguk, is it? Oh, it is Yongguk. Oh, yeah, because it's Yongo. That makes sense. Yongguk is wrong. Okay. Well, at least we taught it.
I don't know that.
Really? I didn't ask you.
Sorry, I don't know that.
Okay. Siri's not her name. Alexa's drunk. 작년에 영국에 갔어요. 그리고 내년에 독일에 갈 거예요. Just make sure that I spelled Germany right. 독일. Okay. Yes. All right. That's. Just need one more sentence. Or two. 올해. See, this is the problem with Korean. Like, 올해 feels like the next year because 올, it means to be coming. To call that this year really blows my mind. 올해 한국어를 많이 공부했어요. I studied a lot of Korean this year. I think by this point we do know kombu. I just gotta double check. Ah, indeed. We learned it just the lesson before, so that's actually perfect. Yeah, that'll be perfect if we add the sul one, then I'll have space. All right. That's good for Korean today. Let me just add what I meant here. Ta, da, ju. And put some enters in here. Why is this so long again? Oops, that's not what I wanted. That's why it was so long. It wasn't really so long. Alright, where's my... Yeah, right here. Continue, 517. Alright. It's 10:05 here in the morning. Alexa, what's my schedule? Alexa?
Here are the next.
Never mind. What's my schedule?
Here are the next 4 events. Today, at 11 a.m. there's gym with Clark. At 2 p.m. there's Korean from Zero with Reed. At 4 p.m. there's Japanese FZ with Matsi. At 7 p.m. there's reading Korean books.
Thank you. All right. All right, guys. Talk to you later. Bye.